Hey everybody. It's what is it? Thursday night, and it is 4:45 p.m. and I'm waiting for my next Uber. I'm, when I'm not when I'm not teaching at the school and doing stuff like that, sometimes I go out and Uber, and so I figured as I'm kind of waiting here and waiting for somebody. Anyways, hey, so I was thinking, so that, Ubering is actually one of the coolest things. So, I get to, I pick up people and I talk to people and I hear all kinds of different stories and stuff. And some, sometimes I get in some of the weirdest conversations with people. And so I wanted to, recently I was interviewed on Recovery Today magazine by Rob, and one of the things that I was talking about, and I think we really need to change the lingo on highness. When we talk about, getting high, in a sense, I like getting high, you like getting high, and everybody likes to get high, and when we talk about, is it highness or is it just feeling good? Because highness is not a property of drugs, but it's a property of people. And so when I'm out here Ubering, I'm getting high. I'm getting high when I'm Ubering. People hear me say this, they'll be like, all right, man, we gotta, check this guy out because he's probably gonna have a DUI or something. But, the highness that I get today is not through drugs. And we talk about that again, highness is not a property of drugs, it's a property of people. And we're not getting high on drugs, we're getting high on our own chemicals. And so, when I'm out here and I'm Ubering and I talk to people and I'm laughing with people, I'm getting high, and so in my book, In Pain, Failure, and Misery Are the Stepping Stones to Success, I have a chapter in there that is directed to our youth. And the biggest question that always comes up is, how do you reach people that know everything and that are completely invincible, right? And it's a tough answer, tough question to answer, because, I've worked with a lot of people that were even, 18, 19, 20, even the 30, 40, 50, 60-year-olds I've worked with sometimes, know everything, and some of them feel they're invincible and stuff. So it's not necessarily just adolescents. A lot of the adults I've worked with are mentally adolescents too. And the idea that I have, and this is something, when I'm working with people, as their counselors, one of the things that is so important is that we build this sense of empathy, empathy, where we have empathy, and that we build this rapport with people, right? That we have, and what is rapport? It's a trust. You gotta gain trust, and so many clinicians are unable to do this for a lot of different reasons, whether it be their attitude or what they say or things like that. But if a client catches them in a lie or something like that, or just believes it's a lie. And I was thinking about going to schools. So if we went to schools, and get me your idea on this, but if we go to schools and if you instantly go in there and you're talking about, oh, drugs are bad, just say no. The just say no motto fails to take into consideration everybody's mind to want to understand. And usually just saying no doesn't really work it didn't work for me very well. I was always told, don't do drugs, just say no. And I said, I'm going to go out and do drugs because I'm saying yes, but I guess, I definitely had that rebellious nature about myself. And, and I was thinking about this even in that statement that I said, that if you go into schools and you say, drugs are bad, or things of that nature, but you've got kids that are in the, in the audience that have gone out and tried drugs, and they're going like, I don't know what you're talking about, drugs are great and drugs feel good. And I kind of felt that way with meth. But, if we went in with the mindset of the aspect of like, look, I like to get high. I know you like to get high. We all like to get high. And I think we need to kind of eliminate the idea of stating that highness is a bad thing, because it's not, highness is not a bad thing. And if you go in with that mindset, or even statements like that, even people, maybe students that have gotten high, they're going to go like, oh, well, yeah, that's true, and so we have to figure out a way that we can ultimately gain trust, with our youth, and that's really what it comes down to. And so, that's kind of the question: is how do you get the trust, from, our youth, in a sense. And so this is something I've really been thinking a lot about. I've been enjoying doing these videos. I've been getting high doing these videos, and really enjoying it in a lot of ways. And so I do talk a lot about this stuff, in my book and stuff too. As I've said in all these ones that I've put out so far, it's like I don't have answers, but I do have ideas. I'm a teacher, but I'm also a student, and if we can maintain that. I had a professor, Dr. Alibrandi, an amazing lady. Unfortunately, she passed away a lot of years ago. But she made this statement of positive paranoia, right? Positive paranoia. And I always remember that, and it always stuck in my head, about ultimately we're figuring out ways that we can look at the world differently and see things differently. And positive paranoia. So paranoia is obviously, the world's out to get me. And positive paranoia, the world is out to give to me. I don't have problems, I have opportunities. The people that I have the most difficult time dealing with become my greatest teachers. I get an opportunity to learn how to, deal with difficult people, in a sense. And so, it's something these are just really kind of cool things that I've, kind of gained over the years. I've really worked on myself and stuff. So anyways, like I said, I'm just sitting out here, in my car waiting on a ding from the Uber, and so I can go pick up somebody and continue getting high. So have a good night, and look forward to doing the next video.